Good morning. Welcome to ITM Group of Institution. Today at ITM Business School, we had privilege that we got a very senior people from London. We have Kevin Moore, who is actually a director at CISI London main office, and he's with us. He had actually given a little insight to all the faculty members about how global business is actually working around the globe and how CISI play an important role to impart a quality education in the field of finance. So Kevin, thank you very much for coming to India and coming to ITM Business School. Kevin, what is generally when I talk with the students about CISI certification, the first thing which comes in their mind is that what is the use of doing the CISI certification? How it will going to enhance their career in the future? Many a time I talk with traders, wealth managers, corporate finance professionals, commodity managers, and the question which I get from many people is that why CISI certifications? Can you just put some light that how actually it is unique from other certifications?
Well, it's a very sensible question because I don't think I'd do a qualification and put all the work and study into something unless I knew why. I mean, the CISI was originally founded by the London Stock Exchange by stockbrokers, so by people in the financial services industry. And now we're supported by 700 professionals working in all the areas you described: wealth management, operations, IT, compliance, risk, all different areas, much more than just stockbrokers. And our qualifications are put together with input from people currently working in the industry. So I think what we would say is that those qualifications are relevant and they're built by people currently working who know what they would like people to be qualified in. So they know the qualifications that they would want to see people arriving, turning up and trying to get jobs in their businesses. So we think our qualifications are useful basically.
So Kevin, you are a global business development manager. I mean, apart from India, in which other countries they are actually giving their certifications?
Well, all over the world really. I mean, our newest office is in Manila, because although India has the largest BPO centres in the world, Manila is very close now, number 2 I think globally. We have an office in Singapore, we have an office in Dubai, we do a lot of work in Europe, we have an office just now in Barcelona. And I spent the last few weeks in Ghana and Nigeria, and we're doing work in East Africa and the South of Africa. So, there is an appetite for good quality, transferable benchmark qualifications right across the world. You can always take an exam that might be available locally, but it won't necessarily be recognised outside of that jurisdiction. And we came to India in the first place because the international banks we were working with in London were setting up big operations in India, and they wanted to have common qualifications with London, same in Mumbai, same in Hyderabad, same in Bangalore, wherever they were setting up. They wanted to be sure that people were working at consistent levels. And actually that theme has carried on, I think, into other areas of finance.
So do you feel that, with the growing economy all over the world, an Indian professional who is doing this kind of certifications like wealth management certification, corporate finance certification, they have ample of opportunity to get jobs abroad apart from India?
Absolutely. I mean, we're very proud to have been in India for 10 years, and one of our earliest associations was with ITM. But another place we've just been 10 years in is Dubai. If I go into a local bank in the UAE, I am very likely to meet Indian citizens working for those banks like Mashreq and others. And the qualification that they take, the wealth management qualification that's recognised in India by an ISM, is the same qualification that's used in banks across the Gulf, actually, not just the UAE, but in Kuwait, in Qatar, and Oman, and other countries. So absolutely transferable, and someone taking an exam here could use it in other countries.
Generally, what happens that this certification is very unique, and the quality of material which I had gone through is really good. So, do you have any train-the-trainer program so that the people, say someone who is actually there in South Africa, someone is there in Argentina, or someone is there in say Australia? So is there any support you are going to provide to those trainers so that they can very much direct you to train the student or train the professional? What is your plan on that particular area? Because
it's a really good question, because although CISI exams are constructed so you can self-study using the workbook and e-learning materials, There's no doubt that proper training by a good quality trainer or a good quality institution like ITM is the best way to study. So yeah, we work on capacity building in some countries where it makes sense to do that. So for example, when I was in Nigeria, we might arrange to get a trainer to go to Lagos to train a group of trainers. The idea is the CISI is not a training body itself. It wants to keep that separate, so there's no conflict of interest between us building an exam and training for that exam. But we're very happy to help build up capacity locally using our network of trainers around the world.
Kevin, one more thing which I had observed in India, not only in India but all over the world, now fintech is growing like anything, right? Everywhere if you talk about cashless economy, everywhere you will see that people are turning from cash into the cashless economy. They use mobile phone, mobile banking, they use a lot of internet. So is there any specific certification you're planning for those who want to make career in say fintech space?
It's interesting because we have a special interest groups at the CISI in London in different areas like operations and compliance, and there is one for fintech. I mean, as you say, it's an area of growing importance. I think the thing to remember about fintech is that underneath it, it's still the basic financial principles. The delivery channel might be completely different, and the rules are sometimes can be changed by the introduction of technology. But I think at the moment there's no direct plan to have a qualification in fintech as such. But we have plenty of other learning material, seminars on video that CISI, people taking CISI exams can watch. So someone from ITM could log on to our website as a student member, watch a presentation about aspects of fintech, robo-advice, crowdfunding, all of these words that didn't even exist 5 years ago would have been something out of science fiction.
I mean, we had seen that earlier or even the recent time also, a lot of malpractices take place in finance world actually. So and I had seen that you people are more interested also in giving workshop in the area of integrity. In fact, I still remember Ganesh Ayyar, who is your country head of India, they arranged a very wonderful seminar at Bombay Stock Exchange, and many people from industry had appreciated that. So is there you have another further plan that you should actually be more focused toward corporate governance, integrity, so that people in the system also adopt this, and it will going to help that particular firm in the long run? Is there you have more plan to have such kind of workshop, eye-opening workshop for the corporates, for the professionals?
That's very true. I mean, we work in three areas. We provide a wide range of qualifications. We are strong believers in continuing professional development. I'm an ex-banker, and I know how important it is to keep your knowledge up to date. Even within 1 year. I mean, the words we just used about fintech. If I'd studied 10 years ago, they would not have been any part of my studies at all. So you don't keep up to date, you're dead in the water. The third area is professionalism and behaviour. And I joined the CISI just as the financial crisis was beginning. I worked for a bank for 21 years and was proud to be a banker. But the events of the financial crisis and the scandals that have come up in banks all around the world mean difficult to be quite so proud to be a banker nowadays. We do an immense amount of work. The seminar that you were describing, the interactive seminar I'm delivering this afternoon at SEBI, everybody's got interest in this, whether they're regulators or businesses. I think on the 10 days I'm in India this time, I think I'm delivering it 5 times to different groups of people, including students. Honesty, being honest, behaving properly, these are very old-fashioned values. But whatever happens in the world of fintech and technology, the people behind it have got to behave properly and be honest. Otherwise, the customer could just be fooled by technology in the wrong hands. So absolutely, a huge important area for us.
Do you have any major plan that to reach each and every corner of India, because Indian economy is growing, job market is really flourishing with a lot of jobs. So is there you have any big plan for India that you will go to every corner and give insight about how this certification is going to help them in the long-term career?
It's a challenge for the CISI because you mentioned Ganesh Iyer. Ganesh Iyer has taken me to almost every corner of India. I think in the 5 or 6 years that I've been working with him. But we are a registered charity, a not-for-profit organisation, so it's a slightly different business model to a commercial company that will probably, frankly, invest a lot more money in, say, a range of offices around India. So we're a bit more conservative. But certainly our ambition for India is limitless. I mean, we came to India like most businesses. We came because it is an exciting country. There's great opportunities for growth, and there's a real appetite for learning. And so I think it's undoubted that we will grow along with that appetite.
So you have seen that how CISI is, creating an impact on new generation who want to make a career in the financial world. So thank you, Kevin, for your all insight, and we really thankful that you have visited ITM Group of Institution.
Thank you.
Thank you.